Throughout history, there have been a few rare individuals who have dared to challenge the impossible. They are the dreamers who refuse to be told what they could or could not do. They are the ones who turned obstacles into stepping stones, and in doing so, forever changed the world. Today, we step back in time to meet one such extraordinary woman. A woman who worked in secret laboratories, in freezing sheds, surrounded by dangerous substances, all for the sake of knowledge. A woman who broke the chains of gender bias, redefined science, and became the first person, not just the first woman, to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields. This is the story of Marie Curie, the woman who changed science. Marie Curie was born Maria Sklodowska in 1867, in Warsaw, Poland, a country then under Russian rule. Her family was educated but poor. Her father, a science teacher, filled their home with the wonders of physics and chemistry. Her mother, a school principal, instilled in her a love for learning. From a young age, Marie was fascinated by how the world worked. She would spend hours reading books far beyond her age. But her path was not easy. Poland did not allow women to attend university. In fact, higher education for women was forbidden. Still, Marie refused to let the door to knowledge stay shut. Together with her sister Bronia, she attended the Flying University, a secret underground school for women who dreamed of learning. There, in cramped rooms lit by candlelight, she studied science in whispers, knowing that discovery was worth the risk. Marie had a dream: to study at the world's greatest scientific center, the Sorbonne University in Paris. But she had no money. So she made a deal with her sister. Marie would work as a governess to pay for Bronia's medical studies, and later, Bronia would help Marie. For years, she worked in the homes of the wealthy, teaching their children during the day and secretly studying physics and mathematics at night. Finally, in 1891, at the age of 24, Marie boarded a train to Paris with little more than a few coins in her pocket, a trunk full of books, and a burning determination in her heart. Life in Paris was harsh. Marie lived in a small, freezing attic, often going without food so she could afford her studies. She wrapped herself in every blanket she owned to stay warm during winter nights. But she excelled in her classes, graduating first in her physics course and second in mathematics, a rare feat for anyone, and almost unheard of for a woman of that era. In 1894, Marie met Pierre Curie, a brilliant physicist known for his groundbreaking work in magnetism. Their minds met first. They spoke of science, possibilities, and the future. Soon, their hearts followed. Pierre saw in Marie not just a partner in life but a partner in discovery. The two married in 1895, choosing a simple wedding, with no rings, no flowers, only bicycles as their gift to each other, so they could ride into the countryside and dream about science together. Marie began researching the mysterious rays discovered by Henri Becquerel, what we now call radioactivity, a term she herself coined. Working in a cramped shed with no proper equipment, Marie and Pierre processed tons of pitchblende, a mineral ore, to isolate 2 new elements, polonium, named after her beloved Poland, and radium, which glowed with an eerie blue light in the dark. The work was exhausting. The chemicals burned their skin, the heavy lifting broke their bodies, but the thrill of discovery kept them going. In 1903, Marie Curie became the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in physics, shared with Pierre and Henri Becquerel. But just 3 years later, tragedy struck. Pierre was killed in a street accident, leaving Marie heartbroken and alone with 2 young daughters. Many expected her to stop. But instead, she took Pierre's place as a professor at the Sorbonne, becoming the first woman to teach there. Her lectures were so powerful that students spoke of them for years. In 1911, Marie Curie achieved the impossible. She won a second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry, for her work in isolating pure radium. She remains the only person in history to win Nobel Prizes in two different sciences. When World War I broke out, Marie didn't hide in safety. She developed mobile X-ray units, which she drove to the front lines herself, saving thousands of soldiers by locating bullets and broken bones. Marie Curie dedicated her life to science, never seeking wealth or fame. She refused to patent her radium extraction method so other scientists could use it freely. But the very thing she studied eventually took her life. Years of exposure to radiation caused her health to decline. On July 4, 1934, she passed away from aplastic anemia. She was buried quietly, but her name had already become immortal. Marie Curie's discoveries changed medicine, physics, and chemistry forever. She opened doors for women in science and proved that curiosity, courage, and determination can overcome the most unshakable barriers. Her notebooks, still radioactive a century later, rest in lead-lined boxes, a glowing reminder of the light she brought into the world. Marie Curie's life was not just a story of scientific achievement. It was a story of resilience, sacrifice, and an unbreakable will to uncover the truth. She taught the world that no dream is too big, no obstacle too great, and no mind too small to change history. Today, her spirit lives on in every laboratory, every classroom, and every heart that dares to ask, "What if?" This was the story of Marie Curie, the woman who changed science. May her light continue to guide us forward.